We have two types of bonds. Either bonds issued by companies, which we call it corporate bonds, or bonds issued by the government, which we call it treasury bonds. Let's start with bonds issued by the government, which we call it treasury bonds. We have three types of bonds issued by the government, either short-term, medium-term, or long-term. So the first type is called Treasury Bills. The abbreviation is T-bills, and this is mainly short-term bonds. What do you mean by short-term bonds? It means that it has a maturity less than a year, such as 4 weeks, 13 weeks, 26 weeks, or 52 weeks. Government bonds that has a medium term, we call it Treasury Notes. The abbreviation is T-notes, and this is the medium term. What do you mean by medium term? It's from 1 to 10 years. Then the third type is Treasury bonds, and this is the long-term bonds, which means it has a maturity more than 10 years. Therefore, any bond issued by the government is called a treasury bond, and it has three different maturities: either short-term, which we call it treasury bills, medium-term, which we call it treasury notes, or long-term, which we call it treasury bonds. With corporate, we have the same maturity, which means we have short-term bonds, but the maturity is different. For corporates, it's less than 5 years. Medium-term bonds, it's from 5 to 12 years, and long-term bonds, it's for more than 12 years. So, bonds are called fixed income securities. Why do we call it fixed income securities? Because with a bond, we get regular coupon payment, and this coupon payment is constant. That's why we call it fixed income securities. It's either for government bonds or corporate bonds.